When somebody passes away, and if you're one of the people in charge of settling the final affairs, one of the top priorities is securing the house when somebody dies. So here are the 5 tips I have for you. Number 1, take care of the lights, the mail, things like that. Do you remember that movie Home Alone? Think about that. You want the lights turning on and off. You want to do anything that will prevent criminals or opportunists, let's call them, from thinking that the house is vacant and sort of ripe for the picking. So you want to have maybe turn on some of those automatic lights. Don't let the mail or newspapers or deliveries pile up on the porch or front door, as the case may be. Anything to address those sorts of things. Just think, what would I do if I was going on a long vacation or something like that? Number 2, change the locks. Maybe. That's why I have a question mark there. In most cases, yes, you want to change the locks in case somebody out there has an extra key and you want to make sure the situation is secure. However, if there are tenants or even anyone who might claim to be a tenant, even if it's your sister or your cousin, you cannot change the locks, at least not here in New York. Changing the locks without an official court order is actually really, really bad. I think there's actually criminal you can actually be charged with a crime for doing that. So don't do that if there's anyone who might even possibly be considered a tenant, even if it's a family member. But otherwise, if it's vacant, if mom and dad passed away and the house is empty, change the locks for security reasons. 3, start to winterize. That can mean different things in different parts of the country. So just think whatever might happen in terms of pipes bursting or snow, accumulating on a roof that might need, that might cave in or things like that. Just address those. Again, the issues might be different depending on what part of the country you're in. But whatever you need to do to make sure that you don't incur any additional damage just based on the weather, let's call it that. And the issue is that probate takes a long time. So you might think, oh, it's August, that won't be an issue. It might very well be. So just start thinking about that at the very least. Number 4, you want to set a routine for checking in on the property, or at least have a neighbor, or maybe ask a neighbor to do so. So if you live right nearby, that might be as easy as driving home every day from work. But if it's across town or a neighboring county, it's not really that close by, it might become a bit of a chore. But it is an important one for the same reasons as issue number 1. You just want to make sure that nothing's going on, there's no criminal activity, there's no pipes bursting or a roof caving in. Just check in on a regular basis, set a routine, or again, just ask a neighbor, see if you can get that done. And then lastly, if you're in New York City, tell the doorman. This is unique to New York, but it might be useful for other areas that have a concierge or doorman. So what's very common is you'll have either a cleaning lady or a dog walker or a babysitter or any number of people who have sort of ongoing access to the apartment or maybe even a key. You want to stop all that. And the best person the gatekeeper for all that is usually the doorman. So make sure the doorman knows, hey, this person has passed away. No more plant watering, no more dog walking, and no more house cleaning until we have somebody appointed as executor to set that up otherwise. All right. So again, if you're in the process of settling someone's final affairs, I hope you found this helpful. Take care.